A very warm welcome to all you wonderful listeners of Plus 91 Media exclusive podcast Talking Education Talkhead. We are at the 19th EduLeaders Summit 2025 in Bangalore. And the next personality that I'm going to introduce to you has been a core backbone of Plus 91 Media, and that is On My Own Technology. They're into robotics. They've been doing fantastic work, and I have with me the founder of the organization, Dr. Shekhar Jain. Welcome, Shekhar sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for having us over here, Sandeep. It's always been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir, for supporting us throughout our journeys, through thick and thin, through our highs and lows. I really wanted to know your take, because the complete event that we have hosted, the complete conference that we are hosting, is talking about skill development. And today's skill development is talking about, artificial intelligence. We're talking about coding. We're talking about robotics and how it is changing the complete landscape of jobs of the future. So I just wanted to know how On My Own Technology is helping schools in shaping the students in creating that future for themselves.
Sure, more than happy to suggest that, Sandeep. So we're seeing a lot of different schools actually come in, and today the school panorama is actually changing. Schools are adopting technology, not only as part of the infrastructure, but also as part of the curriculum. We are seeing that robotics and coding, which is now becoming part of the curriculum, integrated with the curriculum, talking to the conceptual teachings that the teachers are anyway doing, it's now becoming more applied in that sense. So therefore, whatever that NCA for NEP is actually talking about, practical learning, experiential learning, we are actually meeting those standards itself. That's one. Two, I think children are anyway, working with a little bit of automated toys, doing apps and stuff like that. This is more now putting them a little bit more structure in terms of helping them develop a mindset that they can actually solve real world problems, right? So it's more from inquiry based, curious based, to now actually executing projects itself. Third most important thing, even in the engineering colleges and in the job market that you see, the job types are actually changing significantly. A lot of people are actually, like old jobs like your, tellers, bankers, they're actually going away now, and there are more automated jobs that are coming where people can actually do a lot of self-service and help themselves. So technology is coming of age, and therefore we think that with all these changes, teaching in schools, robotics and coding is only going to be the step forward, and helping schools to kind of bridge the gap is where OMOTEC actually comes in.
Absolutely, and I'm very familiar about the product since we've been associated for the longest of time. I think out of 19 conferences we have done, I think almost 18 of them together. I just wanted to know, that you run a very, very amazing program that is for the students that are there in the schools, and these are some contests that you do, and you take them abroad as well. So why don't you speak something about the kind of contest that you do, or the kind of sessions that you do with the students, and how you are helping actual students to reach from the Indian market and competing with the international markets as well?
Sure. A lot of times we only talk about skilling. When we talk about skilling, it's all about teaching. But when it comes to application, that's where students actually start struggling. So we've introduced a lot of competitions that we bring from a lot of overseas markets, which have been recognized overseas, developed countries, specifically US, China, and all of those. And there are these competitions where students are actually making their own codeathons. They're actually competing with engineers, third-year engineers, or sixth graders competing with a third-year engineer. So they're doing codeathons, they're making their own apps, they're actually doing a lot of website building, creating a lot of content which actually goes into a lot of robotics programming, making bots move from one place to another place, dance, pick up and stuff like that, giving solutions for warehouses. Okay, so that's the kind of competition that we're actually bringing in. This definitely entices students in terms of using their creative skills, logical skills, coding skills, building skills, all of them. And we're starting to see a lot of different colors come through. So our students are typically winning the first position, second position across the globe now, whether in countries like US, Thailand, England, China for that matter, Hong Kong for that matter. So I think it's a good step in the right direction now.
Yeah, actually the kind of work that, especially with the competitions that you have brought on, that makes On My Own Technology a completely unique organization when you're comparing it with any other robotics organization, especially in the space that we are in. I would also like to ask, what the future holds, because, I'm sure you have a lot of plans ahead as well. What does the future hold for On My Own Technology? What are your visions? What are your views? And where do you want to take your organization from here?
Yeah, that's a very interesting one. I dream about it every day. I think that we want to be known as the tech school of the future. We want to be known as the research and innovation hub of India. In words that I keep saying to myself, I want to be the MIT of India itself, right? So create that research hub, create that innovation hub where students are only just sitting down and just creating their own stories, right? Own solutions. You saw this movie Three Idiots, right? At the end, you actually had that school where students are actually sitting on innovation. That's what is our real thought process of getting there. So that's what we want to be.
Oh, very nice. And I'll not let you go without few words about your experience at the conferences that we've been hosting, especially the one that's coming along now. What do you have to say? I'm sure you would have interacted with few schools across Bangalore and Karnataka that have visited. What are your thoughts on the conference that we have hosted today?
I think a lot of the conferences that you actually do are very localized to the local market itself. So therefore, it brings a lot of the local community together. Our targets are always schools, and I see schools of all different colors, flavors, economic backgrounds actually coming together. And that and Bangalore and specifically Karnataka, I think, is a growing market. There's a huge appetite, and language not being a bar, especially for robotics and coding. I think that's a huge appetite for us to be able to get to. Even the surrounding areas around Bangalore are increasingly growing. Places like Tumur and all of these places, I think they are a good place to be at. So we are very, very excited about partnering with you and working in these spaces.
Thank you so much, Shekhar sir, for being the pillar of Plus 91 Media. Thank you so much.
Glad to be there always for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.